All right, good morning, Sunday morning with Miles and Nicole from the Albemarle Observer. I'm going to talk about the week we had, the week ahead. We're at Edenton Lighthouse overlooking the bay. Sunny day, a little bit of breeze, nice.
For now, yeah.
For now, maybe rain tonight, maybe rain tomorrow, but anyway, let's start with Gates County. There's some news out of that this week.
The Gates County School Board decided to postpone their vote on which elementary school to close. They are debating whether to close Gatesville Elementary or Buckland. Gatesville is a more recent build. It's bigger, and it's there in Gatesville, and Buckland is an older school. This vote was split 2-2 with the women voting for keeping Gatesville open, and the two gentlemen that were voting voted against.
So it's split.
So it was split. They
So
voted twice.
Voted twice, so it's like double overtime.
Yeah.
Except they didn't have a winner at the end. So what happens now?
So they're going to hold another vote on the 17th, which is
17th or 18th? This week.
It's next week, to decide which school to close. And they have a new board member, but they're waiting. She doesn't want to join until the state certifies her election, which won't be till like the 24th or 25th. And I mean, with that would put with her on the board, that would put 5 people on the board, which could break the tie. So I'm sort of surprised they're not waiting, but we'll see what happens. I think they've talked about it long enough, and a lot of people just want to get the pain over with so we can start planning for the future.
What was your read? Which way do you think it'll be heading? I know that they voted split, but it seems like Gatesville Elementary is a newer one, but the other one, Buckland, what's the pros with Buckland?
Well, part of it is that I think part of it is that some of the school board members are worried because it's the only school that's actually deeded to the school board, and that if they close Buckland, is it Buckland? I can't remember, but one of the schools, they're worried that if they close the school and the county takes it over, that it's going to be like Sunbury, which is an abandoned school that's falling apart, and where it could be used,
long abandoned.
It could have been used for other things if the county had been proactive at that time to put some apartments in or something. And they're worried about that, I think. Gatesville is the newer school. It needs like $3 million worth of work, but it's something that they've already budgeted for and they've been planning for. And if whichever school closes, that's going to become the central office, and they're going to move some of the COA early college classes over there. So it's not like they're still going to have to do the repairs or whatever, no matter what school it is. It's just that with Buckland, they're going to have to make an addition, build a whole bunch of other stuff besides what's already there at the school.
Let's move on to Swain Auditorium in Edenton.
Yeah, you covered that meeting.
I covered that meeting. Basically, long story short, what is it? The county wants to give the auditorium, Swain Auditorium, and at least that half the building over to the town.
Well, the town has to submit the letter first.
Yes, town will be submitting a letter probably whenever they write it and get the ink quill out. It'll probably go for a nominal fee, county will dollar, whatever. And then the town will take it over pending, of course, the county commission signs off on it too. Some critics say that it may cost the town a bunch of money, and we've already got an auditorium in the new school that was built. Supporters say, hey, it'd be good to have a performing arts center, place, the local theater, another venue that could serve the public year round. So, so there's that.
Well, I think the county commissioners, they did do a study on how much it would take to repair everything, and didn't you say it was like several $1 million?
Karen Foley made a presentation about a year ago, actually, that said upwards of $1.5 million to do what you needed to do to get the auditorium up to speed. Town leaders have suggested that money would come from, of course, part of it the town, but also come from grants and everything else. The town would be more situated, be better able to attract grants needed to get the auditorium repaired, which is plus. So the senior center is also in that thing, so it's also a necessary thing for the town to possibly, when the dust settles, possibly take over. Washington County. This week we had some drama.
Yeah, there's some drama. There was a fight at the Washington County school, which it's
a big one, according to.
Yeah, enough. It was big enough that they closed the school for a day to regroup, and they closed a lot of activities that were supposed to be held.
A teenager, the school system sort of suggested this, but a teenager, teenager was attended the high school, was not during the fight, of course, but a teenager was shot this week in Washington County. So killed, yeah. And then there was another shooting later in the week. So it's been kind of a sort of a tragic turn of events for Washington County this week.
Yeah, it's nice to see that different Plymouth officials come out and speak against the violence.
Yeah.
And hoping that community will come together. It's a tough problem because in the end, it's really the individual's decision to do such a thing. But it impacts not just the individuals that were involved, but the family members and community members that knew them, and it's sad all around. But
speaking of Washington County, the editor, publisher, owner of the Roanoke Beacon died late this past week, Thursday night, Friday morning, whatnot. So Mary Waite, associated with the Beacon for many years. Her husband Mark, our prayers are with the family.
And the staff.
It's a good paper. Mary was dedicated not only to journalism but to her community. So that'll be a loss felt, and by many. Her impact and influence in the community can't be understated. Or overstated. Understated. She had a big impact on the community. There's that. What else is going on?
There's a Chewan County Commissioners meeting this Monday coming up. They're gonna have a special meeting beforehand to discuss personnel. It's usually about the lawsuit, Confederate Monument lawsuit, but this time it's personnel. The Swain Auditorium letter is not on the agenda.
But they probably hadn't written it yet at the town, so don't overanalyze that. It's probably coming down the pike. This town just did their thing on Tuesday, so give them, a little bit of time to draft it up and then lawyer up that letter or whatever. So,
yeah.
At John A. Holmes, I thought this was a cool thing. They got what do you call it? They put the name on the school,
Yeah.
both sides. The side that with the columns and whatnot, they put that on the sign out front there, and on the side where everybody uses with the buses and all
Open
that.
Street side.
They put this I don't know if you call it a sign, but you can now,
letters.
you now know, if you didn't already know before, that it's John A. Holmes High School.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It does. Since I work at the high school, the high school has come along very, very nice. A lot of good stuff coming out of that. It's airy. It's a lot of space. Good sized classrooms. I think the students appreciate it. Feels it. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like a college campus. Good places to sit. Large cafeteria. Enormous gymnasium. It's come along very, very nicely.
Yeah, we attended the 8th
yeah.
grade open house, which it's hard to believe that the 8th graders will be the
Class of
class
2030.
of 2030. Yeah. So yeah, other schools are probably doing the same thing around the region, are getting close to registering students and doing free physicals for the upcoming school year and stuff like that. And it's hard to believe that the school is going to end in a couple of months.
Yeah. When's Easter?
Easter is.
It feels like it started earlier this year.
Yeah, it's the first.
I've seen signs. That's why I'm like, it's gotta be.
The first weekend in April is Easter, and people are starting to post stuff about, like, towards the end of the month there's going to be some Easter egg hunts, and we'll put those in the calendar. And
What's that group that holds that big Easter egg hunt in the court on the green?
it used to be the historic sites used to do that, but I think last year
That lodge, isn't it? Did the lodge do it, or does the historic people do
the
it?
historic people did it. They partnered with the lodge for the pancake breakfast that was held before it.
Okay.
So I think this year some of the churches are going to do that.
We'll keep you
hopefully.
posted on
Yeah.
that, because that's a good Easter egg hunt. It's pretty, lots of kids. They put legit candy in it, so it's a good Easter egg hunt. Anything else strike you thing?
March 22nd, the youth of St. Paul's is hosting a Walk for Peace inspired by the Buddhist monks that walked from Texas
Oh,
to
yeah.
Washington, D.C.
You wrote about that.
Yeah, it's and there will be some snacks. I should probably make something. But yeah, if you want to support peace in general and
Probably be a good time to do it. There's stuff going on overseas. I hear there's like stuff going on in the Middle East anyway.
Yeah, support peace. And
Support peace. Support.
maybe end of gun violence and stuff like that, because that stuff happens.
It's not
all
just
over.
that. I'll say it now. It's not just Washington County. It's a lot of places. Sometimes, you look at them and go, "Oh, it's just what?" No, it's everywhere. It's not like people in the rest of the United States don't have some of these issues too. Washington County is a good place to do business, good place to live, good people live in there. So there's all that. Anything else going on?
Not that I can think of. Just checking the Observer. We'll have.
Yeah, check into the Observer day to
Yeah,
day.
we'll have something on.
Oh yeah, Harvey West.
Yeah, Harvey West. We
He's-
had that, and when are they gonna vote to replace him?
If you read recent days, yesterday, Harvey West, chairman of the First District Republican Party, stepped down last week, or last few days. The party will pick a new person next Saturday in Williamston. So read that story online. I'm not going to rehash it on the Sunday morning and in a beautiful view. But there's that, and we get other major meetings going on this week. I think we got everything. We've got everything from Hyde to Hosky, basically.
Yeah.
So I think we're in good shape. Anyway, this has been Miles and Nicole for the Albemarle Observer's weekly report. Have a